Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of A Piece of New York. Today we find ourselves in the frigid Upper East Side, and we're going to be escaping to the 787 area code to get some piping hot coffee. Now, 787 is actually an area code in Puerto Rico, and you can guess it. This coffee shop behind us, it's a Puerto Rican-based coffee shop with 20 locations across Brooklyn and Manhattan. There's also 3 locations in Puerto Rico as well. Now, they have a tremendous story, which I'm going to be getting more into once we go inside. But let's go inside, check it out, see what they're all about. So first impression, I have to admit, you walk into that place and it's pretty damn cute, right? They have the swings hanging up, has kind of a tropical feel to bringing it to you. They have the flowers on the wall. Definitely have Puerto Rican flags as well. They're very proud of their heritage inside there. And then also the friendly faces that greeted you. The employee that was in there, she was very kind. She actually gave some of her recommendations on what we should get. She talked about the different infused coffees that they do have. So all in all, when you walk in, you're delivered with a friendly face. Now, that story of 787 Coffee is one that really, in all honesty, kind of pulls at your heartstrings. Sam Sepulveda and Ivan Perez, the 2 founders of it, they were huge coffee lovers, and they would travel to Puerto Rico often to try the coffee there because Puerto Rico is actually one of the 3 leading areas of coffee producers in the world. What they want to do is they wanted to have their own They wanted to source their own coffee beans, have their own coffee farm. So they went throughout Puerto Rico and they were looking for a place that would grow the best beans, what they believe would grow the best beans. And they found Maricao. And while they were there, they actually spoke to the mayor of Maricao and asked, hey, can we actually purchase some land and grow some coffee beans here? And he says, the only thing that I ask is that you hire the locals. Now, this was a huge move for the community because Maricao has an unemployment rate of 29%, and over 75% of the people that work there work in agriculture. What was a town that had a lot of people that actually grew up there, that their family goes back generations, were having to start to leave the area because they just could no longer afford to live there. So opening this business actually helped a lot of the locals be able to afford to stay there. And what they did was they paid them a little bit extra. And then on top of that, they gave them stakes in the business to make them be able to afford to continue living there. Now, a lot of the people in Maricao as well, they inherited land from parents, grandparents that was passed down to them. And what Sam and Ivan did was they said, let me tell you, if you actually grow your own coffee beans on your land, and it's to the standard of 787, we will purchase the coffee beans from you to also incentivize them, to help them add another source of income so they can continue living there and pass their land down to their family. It's a tremendous story. I mean, it's one that really, it struck a chord with me and made me happy to actually come in and support this business. So I'm excited to try their coffee. Let's get 2 cups and see what it's like. So I'm not sure if it's a vice, really, but I love coffee. I could drink a ton of it if need be, and I had to go with that rum-infused. Why did I go with rum-infused? Because rum is the alcohol of Puerto Rico, so of course I want to get that with my black coffee. And one of the things you're going to notice that once this does come out, I mean, the aroma smells fresh. I'm hit with cinnamon, which is delicious, so here we go. Cheers. Okay, yeah. That was a delicious cup of coffee. What you're going to notice, obviously getting it black, is the strong bitterness that the black coffee does have, but it still tastes fresh. And then the hint of cinnamon added a nice spice to it, which that's what the aroma came from. But all in all, this is a delicious fresh cup of coffee. It wakes you up, hits you. That also the acidic flavor to it gives a nice tartness to the delicious cup of coffee. So I'm not disappointed at all. This rum-infused coffee is definitely making my morning pretty damn good. So cheers, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. Next up is one of their specialty lattes, the coquito latte, which means little coconut in Spanish, but then also they have a mazapan latte and then a horchata latte. Coquito is actually a coconut alcohol-infused drink that people drink in Puerto Rico during the holidays. Think eggnog if you're stateside. So really what they're focusing here at 787 Coffee is bringing that flavor of Puerto Rico here to your coffee in New York City. It's probably one of the reasons why they blew up here. But here we go, folks. Cheers. Oh my goodness. That is one of the most delicious cups of coffee I've ever had. Granted, I'm always drinking the black coffee, so it doesn't have as much flavor, but the sweetness that this coffee has, I mean, there's an abundance of flavor. There may be a hint of the bitterness that you generally taste in coffee, but there's a sweet, delicious milk to it. There's the hint of coconut as well. Just an abundance of flavor in this tiny cup of coffee. I might have to go back inside once we're done here and get another cup of coffee on the way out, because my goodness, this just knocked it out of the park. I love this coffee. Holy smokes. And as the theme is that always goes on here at A Piece of New York, the director did it again. She outdid me. She chose the good one. Well, folks, that concludes our day here on the Upper East Side. And let me tell you, for such a frigid, kind of almost miserable day here in the city, this place kept me warm. They brought that spirit of Puerto Rico here to the Upper East Side. They also brought that flavor as well, which I definitely enjoyed. If I was going to make a recommendation when you come here, I would definitely grab one of the lattes. It was unique. Could not find a cup of coffee like that anywhere else here in New York City. My goodness, this coquito was fantastic, and I just absolutely loved it. What a tremendous experience we had here today at 787. And from everyone over here at A Piece of New York, we just want to say, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you enjoyed the content, please give us a subscribe, and hope you have a great day, better week. Take it easy, y'all. Bye-bye.